guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build. Today I am back building a family home in the world of Brindleton Bay, and this one is very red, white, and blue themed because today where I am, it is the 4th of July, or an Independence Day for the United States, and I've had this on my to-do list forever, not specifically for the 4th of July. I really wanted to make a dark blue house with red windows because I actually see a lot of them where I'm from. There's quite a bit of them in New England for whatever reason, and it's just always a color scheme that I don't think of as going together, but I kind of like them when I see them in person. So I wanted to make one in The Sims, and of course, I haven't built in Brindleton Bay in a while, and I thought that was pretty realistic since it is based on the color schemes I see where I'm from, and Brindleton Bay is based on New England. So yay for that. And so yeah, that's what we are doing here today. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home coming in at around 102,000 simoleons. And that's pretty much what sums up this home. I believe I have space for a pet in. Yes, I do. I have space for a cat or a dog. I put food bowls in and I put some cat stuff in, and then I was going to save it and I was like, you could have any animal here. And then I was like, I did not put a litter box. So I had to go back and add that, but it will be up and like full of all the animal things you need on the gallery. And if you guys would like to download this house, it is available on the Sims 4 gallery if you search Gryphi or the hashtag MsGryphi. Additionally, there is a link down below to directly download this from the gallery website if you find that easier. But we're getting closer to the final shape. I just kind of messed around with it. I wanted to make a big family home, and I wanted it to be 2 stories. And I had no idea how many bedrooms it was going to be or how it was going to be laid out. I was just winging it and having a bit of fun with this build. And I changed the roof color quite a few times. I believe we go with a dark black, like, I don't know the names of the different roof shapes. The ones that's like, it's like round, round shapes. I don't know what they're called, but I think that's what we went with. And I did go with these base game windows for part of the build. And then the rest of the house, we used some of the white windows from Cats and Dogs. I think they mixed together pretty nicely, especially because this is the world that they were intended to be in. But I really like it. I also did not use the wallpaper from Cats and Dogs. That's the similar pattern. I thought that the one from Get Famous worked a little bit better. So I was excited to use that because I haven't used it that often. And it's definitely not a wallpaper I don't think I've ever used on the majority of a build like this before. But like I said, very strongly based off of homes I see in real life. And it's always nice to do that. Be like, I see this and I want to bring it into the game. And I've actually taken some pictures of some houses and like other structures in the world around me that are things I want to replicate in The Sims, and I am so excited about that. And that just made me think, because I took a picture of this really pretty Victorian home that I believe was like renovated into a church, but it obviously used to be a home. And I want to build it so bad, and that just made me think of Victorian, because Victorian homes make me think this way, of Halloween time in October, because I've actually been getting a lot of requests lately to build some more like spooky themed houses, and I'm going to, probably not now, but I go crazy with spooky builds in October, and I'm very, very excited about it. And yeah, so if you guys have any ideas closer to October, definitely throw them at me. I've done a lot of things in the past for Halloween, just like general spooky ideas. I've also recreated the Addams Family house from the television series, which was a ton of fun, and I've always sat over with my boyfriend, and it's just a mess. I mean, it's kind of funny, I think. But yeah, getting super off topic. But this is the house. We're going to end up using the giant windows from Cats and Dogs over here, the big square ones. I think it looks so nice. And this ends up being like the dining area in the home. So you have gorgeous views out the window. It's just like a really nice, comfortable space to go ahead and dine in. And now we're working on some landscaping. I used a combination of base game trees and ones that came with Cats and Dogs. And this home is not limited pack. I did not try and limit my pack usage at all with this. That is something that I want to do a little bit more of in the next few weeks probably. So I'm probably going to definitely do another base game house because I've been getting a lot of suggestions for that. But if you have any ideas that would be good, like packs to put together for a limited pack build, please leave those down below. I have a couple written down that I think might work well together. But if there's anything in particular that you think would be nice, and of course I want to do some ones that are more common packs that a lot of people would own, so let me know if you have any ideas on that. But anyway, we are working on the landscaping now. I'm using these beautiful low-lying plants that we got with Island Living because they work so well. I also used these bushes with the red flowers on them because it looks so nice with the blue house with the red windows and the red and white flowers. It's kind of patriotic, which I guess works for today and stuff. But like I said, I've just been wanting to do this color scheme for a while because it's one I haven't really done. I've done like occasional red houses. I do too many blue houses, and I went crazy with blue on the interior of this one, which a nice outlet, just a little bit. There's like so much blue. So many of the rooms are blue. I think the master bedroom's blue, the hallway's blue. One of the kids' bedrooms is blue. Some more hallways are blue. The kitchen is blue. Yeah, more rooms are blue than not blue in this house. But I'm probably calling this house like the red, white, and blue, or I don't know what this house is called. I mean, you guys know what it's called because it's in the video title, but I haven't really figured it out yet. This file is called Red, White, Blue. So I guess I got to figure out a title before I post this, huh? But I'll figure it out. Also, if you guys are in the United States, how has your 4th of July been so far? Have you enjoyed it? I just got home a little while ago from my aunt's, and we had like a little cookout over there, which was really, really nice. And now I'm home. I'm going to voice this over and then spend all night watching Stranger Things, and I am so excited. Please no spoilers down below, but I'm probably staying up all night watching that, which is really, really exciting. It's just, I love that show so much, and I'm excited to see what they do with it now that they are in high school. But here we are decorating the backyard. I kept it pretty simple. We just have a place to barbecue up on this deck, as well as a little toddler pool and a swing set, and I think that's it. And so we're going to be going on to the floor plan now, which came together fairly quickly. I wasn't sure which way to put the stairs at first, but like I said, this ends up being a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, which is pretty cool. So there are 2 bathrooms upstairs and 1 downstairs. And I feel like the last couple of videos that I've had bathrooms, and all of my builds have bathrooms, but the last couple of videos I've gotten some comments regarding the fact that a lot of times my bathrooms don't have windows in them. And I was just genuinely curious. Genuinely, did I say that correctly? I'm very curious. In where you're from, is it common to have bathrooms without windows? Do all bathrooms have windows? Do no bathrooms have windows? I'm just really curious because it really depends on where you live here. I've had houses where all the bathrooms had windows, and I've had been to people's houses where some of them did or all of them did. And like I live in an apartment, so there's no window in the bathroom. The house I grew up in, there were 3 bathrooms and 2 of them had windows and 1 did not. So I feel like I would not want a bedroom without a window, just unless it was like a basement bedroom. But I'm fine with the bathrooms not having windows, if that makes sense. Anyway, just talked over figuring out the kitchen. It's a really strange shape. We kind of have the 2 sides on like across from each other that you're kind of doing all your work in, and then we have island counters against the window in the front to kind of go dine while you're in the kitchen. But the kitchen is like right off of the dining space in those beautiful glassed off room. So I don't know. I just thought it worked, and it's a weird layout. I kind of like when I come up with weird layouts, like when you just have to figure out what fits in a room. Because for the most part, I build houses where I build the outside of it first without thinking about like where things are going to go on the interior, which is probably not a great idea all the time. But I always focus on the outside first because I think I prefer, I'm pretty sure I prefer building exteriors of homes than I do decorating the interior. Although I do have a lot of fun with the interior. I just prefer the exterior. But also curious on that, like if you do a lot of building or decorating as well, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer building something or furnishing something? Always curious to see how people feel about that. I feel like there's so many items in the game and you can be very creative in both spaces, but I don't know, something about actually constructing a build is really exciting for me. Also, speaking of which, a couple of days ago, my last upload, I mentioned that I have a big build coming this week that is on a 50 by 40 lot. This is not that build. This is just another build I did. But I do have another bigger build that I still haven't finished. I'm hopefully going to finish it soon. I think all I have left is the bedrooms, maybe? I posted about it on Twitter, but it was a couple days ago, so I don't really remember. But I think it's just the bedrooms that are left, and hopefully that'll be out tomorrow or Saturday. And I'm very excited to show you guys that. And then I will probably do some more tiny homes because we can't get too far away from the squish, so Really need to do that. Oh my God, I love tiny homes. Actually, if you guys have seen any tiny homes that you think are really inspiring and you'd like me to get inspiration off of them, or just like cool ideas in general, if you ever want to like tweet things at me, I'd love to see your ideas. I just love finding different sources for inspiration for building in the game, and I do a mixture of like looking at things online, things in person, or just kind of winging it, but I'm always open to looking at various images because I don't know, it's just so nice getting new ideas. But we are just decorating the living room here. This is kind of behind the fake garage area, and I used this couch from Parenthood, which is one of my favorite couches in the game. I really, really like it. And then I also use these chairs from, I think, are they base game or kids room stuff? I'm not really sure, but they're like kids chairs, and I thought that was kind of cute because I really felt like this was a family home, and I enjoyed that. I also thought about putting a slip and slide outside, but it kind of looked out of place. But then again, where does the slip and slide not look out of place? I feel like they always just look like they shouldn't be there because they're not really pretty. They're like blow up things with water shooting out of them. But it'd be a fun activity to do. I feel like I should use those more for my Sims because they're fun. I feel like I'm gonna need to figure out a build in the next like month or so where I can fit in a slip and slide and not delete it because I never place them down. But here we are just figuring out a little seating to go at the bottom of the steps, and we just finished an office nook over there, which I thought came out pretty cute. You could sit there and do your taxes and work on homework and whatever over there. Obviously, your Sims only work on homework in their textbooks. I wonder if they'll ever add the ability to work on homework on your computer. Maybe if they get university. I could see that, working on assignments on there and they update it so school could be like that. Actually, if we get a university pack, do you think it would just be university or would it add anything for other generations of school? I'm like so off topic in this video. I am so sorry for that, but we added a rat. There's a pet rat. Sorry for using my first pet stuff. I do think it's cool to sometimes have the little pets in the houses though, and I did think of this as a family home and I thought it would be cute if they had a little pet, so did do that. I also only left the footage for one of the bathrooms in, and I actually didn't even record the footage for the other two bathrooms because I knew I was going to cut it out anyway because this would have been a very long video if I did not. But yeah, this is the downstairs bathroom. It's pretty simple. It's blue and gray. The other rooms are either gray or blue and gray, a mixture of the two. And I'm sure you've noticed the huge amount of blue in this house. I was not joking when I said that more rooms were blue than not blue. But we're using this bed from Cats and Dogs and these side tables as well because, of course, they fit in beautifully in this world. I really like these beds and bedside tables. I feel like they're one of my favorites. I love the one from Seasons that has like the blanket that's draping onto the floor. So pretty. Probably my favorite bed. I also really like this one. And here I am placing some stuff on the top of the bed, kind of acting as a shelf. I feel like I've seen somebody do this before, but I'm not really sure who. I think it was on Twitter, maybe? But I really liked the idea of putting stuff up there. I know I've done that in the past with my own bed, so definitely a cool thing to add. And then a chair in the corner, and then we're going to be adding a mirror next to this dresser. And something else. I'm trying to think what else I add in this room. Could it just be another plant? I mean, it very well could be, but I don't think it is. I added a fishbowl. Oh, it's a bookcase. I knew I added something in that corner, and I was like, I don't remember what I added in the corner. It was a bookcase. So there's definitely some bookcases in this home, which is good. And there's another one in the hallway, and we add a chess table upstairs as well in this hallway space. And I think just another mirror. There's a lot of mirrors in this home, like a lot of mirrors. Your Sims can change wherever they want. They can check themselves out. And here I am just figuring out the bedrooms a little bit. So I do have a toddler's room that is surprise. Very, very blue. And then the teenager's room, this is a toddler room that blue. And then the other one is like either kids or teenagers, and it's purple and blue. So there's a very strong color scheme going on here. But I did this trick again where I raised up an ottoman through a dresser. I've been doing this for a really long time, and I honestly don't remember where I got the idea. I'm sure I saw somebody else do it, but it was probably like years ago. I've been doing it forever. But I also grabbed some items out of debug. So I have some little baby bottles and a diaper over here on this changing table that I made. And just one toy box and a couple of rugs down here. It's just like a super simple bedroom. And I'm like stuttering over my words. I can't stop thinking about how when I finish this, I'm going to go watch Stranger Things. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so back to the build. I added this height chart from my first pet stuff because, I mean, I'm already using the curtains and the rat downstairs. Like, I'm just going all out with my first pet stuff. And then we are on to the purple room. I love these beds. They're probably my favorite swatch on this bed. I just think it's such a pretty combo. Even though in real life I'm not the biggest fan of purple, I do really like how this came out. And then we end up grabbing this base game dresser over here and putting a couple of things on it. I think just some makeup and some hairbrushes and maybe a plant. And oh, I also added the journals from Parenthood. I think they're so cool and really cute, the diaries. How you can write in them and then you can hide it so nobody can like see what you wrote. I loved that addition to the game. And of course some backpacks as well for the Sims because I'm sure they need that to go to school. Oh, I'm so excited to get something for school. Hopefully we do either very late this year or next year get some kind of university pack. But I mean, obviously we have no idea, but I'm very excited for Realm of Magic. Oh my gosh. I feel like I mention that in every single video. I somehow am like, but let's talk about Realm of Magic though. But on that note, let's not talk about that right now. We're just finishing up landscaping and coming to the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.